No, I'm not going to tell you to keep a budget. You don't need to. Most budgets are backwards looking. You're looking at what you spent in the last month. You're probably feeling guilty about it. I have a different approach. Instead of looking backwards, I want to look forward. I want to think about where my money should go. I want to set up the systems to automatically make it happen. And then I want to live my life guilt-free and spend extravagantly on the things I love, as long as I cut costs mercilessly on the things I don't. I call this a conscious spending plan. All of us have different things that we intuitively love spending money on. Some people want to have a beautiful apartment or a really nice car. Other people want to travel 1 month a year. All of these things are totally valid, but we all choose our own rich life. Here's a really simple way to look at where your money should be going. 50 to 60% of your take-home money should generally be going to fixed costs. These are things like your rent, your mortgage, your utilities. At a minimum, 10% should be going to investments. These are long-term retirement investments. Next is short-term savings goals. This is where 5 to 10% of your money will go. And these are things like saving for a down payment on a house, gifts, or a vacation. And finally, this is my favorite part, 20 to 35% goes to guilt-free spending. This is eating out at restaurants, buying new clothes, taking your friends or family out with you on vacation. Whatever you want for your rich life, that's where this money goes. So I gave you these rules of thumb. How do you create your conscious spending plan? Well, I want to introduce something called the think, want, do technique. Just take a blank piece of paper and write down how much you think you are spending in each of these categories. Write down how much you want to spend in these categories. And then the third part is to find out how much you actually do spend in these categories. So take a look at your spending over the last 30 days, find out how much money is going to your fixed costs versus your investments, savings, and finally guilt-free spending. And now you are going to know what type of changes you need to make to flow the money for your conscious spending plan. Don't apologize if you have something you absolutely love spending on. Use your guilt-free spending to unapologetically pay for the things you love, but make sure that the rest of your conscious spending plan is hitting those numbers. After you've done this exercise, you might find that you're overspending in a couple of areas that you want to cut back down on. That's totally normal. For me, it's travel and clothes. So narrow it down there, try to make your changes to those big areas, and don't worry about all the other stuff. You can tackle that stuff later. One way you can do this is to use the envelope method. The envelope method can literally be physical envelopes that you fill with cash at the beginning of a month, and you say, this is my guilt-free spending money. Once it's gone, it's gone. That will train you on how to correct your spending behavior. You can also do this virtually through checking accounts and debit cards. Whatever you choose, just remember to pick those couple of areas that you really want to target and cut your spending gradually on them. Imagine waking up in the morning knowing that your money is going where you want it to go, and the money that you have available to you is guilt-free. A conscious spending plan allows you to create your rich life and to never have to apologize for spending on the things you love.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.